Hi, my name is Melissa Reyes, and I'm the Lionette captain of the 81st line. Around fourth grade. I started taking private lessons from a previous captain, Mackenzie, and after that couple of weeks, I decided that I really was into dancing. Then I joined the studio. The first year I was kind of just in like easy classes, and then my second year I started becoming like a competitive dancer, and we started going to competitions, and then I did that for a few years, and then I just prepped for drill team. I decided to become a Lionette once I started talking to my friend Michelle about it. We did studio and we had like orchestra classes together, so I really talked to her about how she liked Lionettes and how it was for her. She said it was pretty fun and that it was like family-like, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So I just decided like, hey, why don't just give it a shot? And then I made the team, and as a freshman, it's kind of hard to be like so vocal about yourself because you are a freshman. But I mean, freshman year wasn't so bad. It was kind of fun.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Being captain to me means just kind of being like the role model for the newbies, especially because it's like, oh, they're stepping into a whole new world, whether they're like freshmen, sophomore, or juniors. They're all like, they've experienced other things. As a 4-year member, it's up to me to be like, hey, like these are all the traditions and stuff. And then being captain helps with that because they'll listen eventually. It's not like, oh, I'm captain, so they're gonna listen. But it's like, oh, like she's a 4-year member, so she kind of knows what she's doing. And I kind of just want to be that example for them. The 80th line really did help because they were all seniors, so they all kind of like took me under their wing and were like, oh, well, like this is what's gonna work and this is what's not gonna work. Michelle, for example, she was very stern, and I like didn't really think I would be like a stern captain, but like sometimes I can be. And then Jordan knew how to have fun, so I took the having fun from her. Hannah knew how to be thoughtful with all the formations, and like now I do formations. Rebecca was the type of officer that knew how to put her foot on the floor, so whenever she like wanted to get things done, she knew how to get things done, and that's kind of what I took from her. Freshman year was my quiet year. It was just, you learn the basics of what a lionette is, and you kind of just have to learn them and take them in. Sophomore year, you start applying them, so whenever someone wouldn't say yes ma'am, you'd have the permission to be like, say yes ma'am. And that's kind of just like what sophomore year was like. Junior year was my junior lieutenant year. Junior year was really hard for me to be vocal just because there were 4 other seniors as officers, so I kind of just felt like I had to be like a freshman again, like be quiet, but I had the permission to say things that an officer would say. Senior year has really been the year that I found myself as a captain and as a person. Before, I'd kind of just be like a people pleaser because I just wanted to be so nice to everyone, but now I know like that's kind of how you get walked all over. So this year, like being captain helps like with my confidence, and I found my worth because of it. So being captain really did help. At the beginning of the year, we're really focused on football performances. So we really break down all those field routines, which are usually just like basic routines that everyone can get. And then we start doing yard lines and I guess just spacing. Once football season ends, we go into competition season, and it's basically every practice we either learn a new routine or we start cleaning it and trying out for them. There are 3 other officers on my line. First, we have Valerie. She's a sophomore lieutenant. Then we have Cece, another sophomore lieutenant, and Marcella serves as our first lieutenant. We have to know everyone's parts just as leaders on the team because we're the ones who are expected to start cleaning them. So if we don't know the parts, then we're gonna look like we don't know what we're doing, and Miss Reyes expects us to know what we're doing. We usually start by doing the dances, and then I watch them and see what needs the most cleaning, and then we begin our cleaning process, which is just breaking down the dance like piece by piece to make it look effortless on the field or stage.
It's left because you do your right leg first and then you
I've never really thought about how I wanted people to remember me, but I think I want them to remember me for my leadership and for stepping up for my team when they needed me the most.